Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this. How are you doing? Saturday morning, fun time. Saturday we do it a little bit slower. We're going to talk about the crypto market. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, XRP, altcoins, all the latest and the greatest. All I ask is that you give me a beautiful smile, send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. And I have a question. Okay, so last night I announced the new Telegram group. And before, when I asked, hey, are you guys interested in that group? People were like, yeah, right. And you were in the comment section writing happy and all that. But when I actually announced it, only one person put in the information to get into the Telegram group. So what is the reason why only one person? Let me know in the comment section what's the reason, and then we'll get better. I'm learning, I'm developing. So let me know in the comment section why the reason you have not signed up just yet. All the people that wanted to be part of that. So let me know in the comment section, and I'll take your comments, and I'll learn from that. Okay, so we'll understand why. So that's that. Currently, XRP is sitting at $2.31. Bitcoin is at 102,246. Let's look at a little bit longer time frame. Ethereum 3,450, up a little bit after yesterday's bonanza, right? When we got all these juicy bubbles, things have slowed down a little bit. We're even seeing a slight I wouldn't call it no, it's not a pullback, right? But a little bit. Like, for example, Bitcoin went up almost to 104,000, now pulled back a little bit. We're looking at the 1 hour chart. You can see it entered into this parabolic movement, right? Up and then down and then up and then down. Let's see if XRP, it's not exactly, right? And we didn't get the double bottom straight up fast movement. It's more of a consolidation. Saturday, maybe that's the reason why. Saturday morning, we're still in levels that are still much lower than where we were in the beginning of the month, right? End of October, beginning of November. So it hasn't been the greatest November yet. What was interesting was that before we had that nice movement yesterday, altcoin season index actually hit its lowest point of the cycle. And so that was very interesting, right? That we right after that, we started to see that movement. And something that really surprised me, and I actually, after that big movement we saw yesterday in altcoins, I was very surprised to see this. Right, I couldn't believe my eyes. We were basically at 20, right, on the fear and greed index, which is the lowest point that we have been since April, right? Since here, right? Oops, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting not to touch my screen there because I can't see. It's very small for me. 18. Okay. So the 18 was the last time that we seen, and what was the date? April, right? So that was the last time that we saw fear this high or greed so low, which was surprising. And thinking about that, it could be because Bitcoin didn't move and altcoins did move, and that's maybe why the market was more on that side. Interesting. I'm not 100. I don't know why that fell so low. That's why it's very surprising. And this data point comes out every day at 12 a.m. UTC, right? So it was after the rally. If the numbers stay today how they are, I think we'll see this come up. But very, very surprising. Why do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Why do you think the fear went that low? Could it be because of the fact that the government is still shut down? Maybe that is the reason why. So that put in fear. The Senate does return Saturday, so today, and they couldn't pass it yesterday. They're coming back mid shutdown to try and get a deal. And you can see markets are watching this closely. I think that there was a pre-potential that would pass, and maybe that's what was moving. But we didn't see the big dogs moving. We saw mostly, smaller assets. You can see like Filecoin and others that were moving here, 20, 25, 30% on the day, 15, a lot moved 10, 15. But, the top, let's see, the top outlets, the top 10, we didn't see significant movements. Maybe Doge was the only one that had 8.9 movement on the day. Outside of that, the top 10 didn't really move. So that was interesting that money started flowing again into altcoins. This happens many times where people or algorithms or hedge funds, they look for the quote unquote undervalued assets and they try to figure out, okay, where that is the potential asset that has gone down significantly. Now maybe let's bring it back up into normal levels, right? Again, this is when I'm looking at the market, this is just my opinion, how I view things and what I am doing. Of course, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest, only for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes. So please be very careful out there. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or send me any money. Anything that I'm talking to you and potentially like the Telegram group, it's going to be through here or through my official X account, which I started pinning in the comment section. So I'll go and follow me on X as well. There's a lot of, because I'm posting more on X, suddenly there's a lot of imposters that are popping up, and you guys have been helping me to report them. So again, only the official that I link here and this YouTube channel, that's it. That's all we got. And now the Telegram group, which I'm opening up today. So, please be careful out there. I'm not DMing you out of the blue, so just be careful, okay? Those are not me. Be very, very careful out there. Those are imposters. um, we'll see potentially what can happen here in the coming week. Of course, we have the government shutdown, and we also have potentially dates that we could see delayed economic releases depending on when the government is reopened. These will be retroactive, but will be key to market sentiment and crucially Fed positioning. We haven't had employment data, we haven't had GDP data, PCE, CPI, right? All this data that we all the time look at when we're analyzing the market and we're saying, "Ooh, it's CPI week, right? It's PCE week, it's GDP. With GDP came out, right? And the market reacted this way, and jobs made the market do this and do that." That data hasn't been since the government shut down in the US. So that data will retroactively, right? That's the word. Come once the government opens back up, and then we're going to have a issue, not an issue, but it could cause volatility because suddenly we could see a shift in the Fed probabilities of reduction or not reduction, and then that could fear or create bullishness with investors. So we'll see how that plays out. That's going to be something that is very interesting to see where it goes. Now I want to touch on something that I've seen recently a lot on X. A lot of people in the XRP community and in crypto in general are like, clashing with each other back and forth. Oh, I'm the best. This project is the best. That project is the best. There's a lot of people that don't like crypto, and I'm in the belief that we should, be good to each other. We shouldn't put down other projects, and we shouldn't, say bad things about other people. I'm with the positivity. Someone said to me, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it, right? Like to a person. Uh, Sometimes you need to, right? Sometimes you need to, but in general, like if it's someone that you don't know or someone that you've never met, or it's counterproductive, right? All this bickering. So if you're participating in it, I ask you to please don't do it. Just, be good people, good vibes. And, I think I try to put that positivity out into the world. Maybe it will help, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm going to try, right? This was interesting. The fact that Bitcoin dominance kind of broke down that trend. We talked a lot about Bitcoin dominance, and where is it? Where is it? Here. And the fact that we wouldn't see a significant movement in altcoins until we saw the dominance come back down. Altcoin season usually happens when Bitcoin is all dominance is all the way down here, 30, 40. That's usually when we see the peak altcoin run-ups. We're not even close to that, right? We were at 65, and that came down. And this is when we actually were seeing, Bitcoin hold the 100,000 level, which, by the way, it dipped below 100,000 multiple times this week, but always recovered off of that, which is showing strength, right? And now we have this dip, right? Because I don't know what accent that was, because we had like Coin Bureau showed there, right? We had this trend, and the trend was broken, right? So it will be very interesting to see, kind of going into this week, does this downtrend for Bitcoin dominance continue, and we see altcoins recover? Because a lot of the assets are down significantly from the local highs, whereas Bitcoin, yes, it's down, but it's not down with the same oomph that's others. Let's like Solana from the local high here is down 35%, and XRP from the local high. I'm taking this, not this, because this was already a while back, but is down 26%, right? And Bitcoin from that local high, right, is down 17%. So Bitcoin is held a lot stronger than the others. And that's why, again, on the flip side of, hey, it held nice, but now when they're potentially, again, we don't know yet that there's going to be a recovery here, that the assets that, took the biggest losses potentially could get the biggest recoveries. That's what we've seen in the past. Doesn't mean, again, that this is for sure. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen day to day. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. Very, very important. But we'll see. We'll see potentially what comes of this this Freaky Friday that was pretty good, right? A lot of people were happy that finally we saw, a significant day. Now I know not everybody was holding every single altcoin that popped yesterday, but and even the top five like Ethereum, Solana, XRP, even BNB, they didn't move. What was moving was, again, the outside of the top 10. Top 10 and lower, right? The smaller cap altcoins were moving. And so that's an interesting situation. We'll continue to see and continue to track what's happening. Again, let me know in the comment section what's going on with the Telegram group. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know also, have you been seeing like my videos, not on the subscription page, but in general? Let me know. And smash the like button. Check out the links in the description to Twitter and to X and to the email list, and let me know. And you can always drop a super thanks to support the channel that way. Everything you do around here is support. So I really, really appreciate you all. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.